Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of Kakushigoto. And last episode we started up the series, and our premise is basically we got our main character, who is essentially living the dream. He gets to be a mangaka, and he has a sweet daughter who is voiced by Takahashi Rii. I really don't know what more you could ask for out of life. So there's a little bit of a catch. She does have to kind of keep the job thing a secret, because otherwise, it could just corrupt his daughter. That'd be horrible. But she does whatever. She doesn't really know what he does, but she's still very encouraging of it, so that's good. The first episode was great, really funny stuff. It is one of those shows that some stuff is kind of lost on Westerners, which is a bit unfortunate, but it just kind of comes with the territory. Being a fan of another country's products, you roll with it. So, because there's a lot of wordplay puns and stuff going on, like names, Himegoto's secret, Kakushigoto is like 30,000 different layers of puns there. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far, so I'm eager to get back into it. So let's just do that and have a good time. Maybe we'll see more shenanigans from our detective agency over there. So 3, 2, 1, play. I really wish my chair would not squeak so much every time I moved half an inch. Now. Yo! Cooking? Oh, sure, but for what purpose? Good job. Well, we're making this as fast as we can. Don't rush us. Are they running away from reality? Yeah, this is clearly more important. It does look pretty good. I would eat that. Yep, that's what we're doing. At least it's sort of productive. Very relatable stuff. When you gotta do something, you'll do just about anything else to avoid it. Yeah, as long as you do something productive, you can kind of justify to yourself that you're doing nothing wrong. But reality is reality. Okay, I guess we are back on track. What does that man have on his head? A very odd hat. I'm sorry for being an amateur. Well, that energy was short-lived. I don't know. We made gyoza. I actually don't remember if we got the opening last time. But yeah, this is beautiful though. Whether or not it's the first or second time I've seen it. Kakushigoto. Okay, yeah, I think I saw this. I think I recognize this, the hallway bit. Well, alleyway bit. I think hallway's only for indoors. Yeah, I definitely remember it now. I would not forget the falling painting girl. That's not a thing I would forget. Still a great opening, though. I just didn't quite remember the first part for some reason. It just seems like there's a lot going on in this opening. Very busy, lively town. There really is a lot of ocean in this. Surely we're gonna go to it at some point, right? I mean, wait, I guess we're already going to the beach, okay. They were way ahead of me. So, a field trip. Wonderful place to go for a field trip. And you can see it from there? B4. So we are going to get some lead up to it now. I knew that. Do you pay attention, father? Don't drown, please. I hope you have a fun time. He's the worrying type. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to having these two voice actors together in the same show communicating. It's almost too much amazingness to handle. Kamakun. Yeah, I don't quite get it. Right, okay, back to that. Working by the ocean would be great, I would imagine. But yeah, I can definitely kind of see some Zetsubo Sensei in this show. Even if it's been like a million years since I watched that show. I guess it's not as great as it sounds. I guess so. So, no problem then. Yeah, nobody wants to talk about manga, that's always depressing. We can talk about literally anything else. That's a villa. Seen a lot of anime. Seen a lot of villas in anime. Never looked quite like this. He is gone. He's not gonna work on that if he doesn't have to. And daughter spotted. She's adorable as always. Oh no. Stranger danger. I was here to look out for my child, make sure she didn't die by bees or to drown or something. Is there gonna be a misunderstanding here? I can kind of tell because how vague the subtitles were being. Yeah, I gotcha. Because it's usually vagueness in the Japanese, but that's usually gotten rid of in English subtitles, so if they keep it in the subs, you know it's a plot point. I have an important assignment for you. Tsuchinoko, really? I want one. That's like the only word I caught from that. The on-screen text. Yeah, you can't complain. Not really his fault, though. Ouch! It's the same stranger. Well, my problem right now is that you're stabbing me from behind. Well, if it's effective, why not use it more than once? I'm trying to talk about other people. Of course she is. Well, you are just so... You need to calm down, man. Man of culture, I guess. Just watching it intently. It's like, don't you go anywhere, food. Take your eyes off that food for 1 second and somebody messes with it. Could we go for 3 times? Could you handle such a thing? Ichiko. Don't bring that up. Well, that made me sad incredibly quickly. I think we see the mom in like one shot of the open at the dinner table. It's definitely true. Well, that's convenient if you're trying to hide your job. Yeah, it shows up when all the work is done. Well, at least it's better now. There we go, we cheered him up. Yeah. Now that the work's done, we can just focus on playing. Well, that just ruined their entire day, didn't it? How do we escape from this reality? Yeah, it's gotta really put a damper on the trip and everything, yeah. Oh, wow. Whew. I thought she was in her underwear for a second. Still great, though. Not like there's much difference between the two. I'm not sure why she's on all four, but I'm not gonna complain. So, what do we do? I mean, I can think of a couple things to do here. What? I could think of better ways to pass time, for sure. I mean, if you're artists, then that's really all you need to pass the time. Even though we were supposed to not think about manga, but things have changed. Oh, Jesus. Can we draw something a bit happier? Maybe some no Biori or... a horror manga is gonna be created by the end of this. That's good. Very nice sky. Too much for those filthy casuals to handle. Yeah, they just weren't ready for it. I don't know why you did the things you did, man. She would have been fine without your presence there. Curry flavored? I don't know how to answer that. Curry is curry. Yeah, is that really the best thing she could think to ask? Oh, is this just a drill? She's here. What are we preparing for? Are you trying to tie? What the heck? Oh my god, what is happening? That is kind of amazing. A lot of text. Anti-Hema drills. Just... She does such a good impression of her too. Oh god, these masks. Can I have a couple of them? No mask is ever gonna match the cuteness. Just it's not gonna work. Ooh, a festival. What flavor is my candied apple? Yes, the original is always the cutest. Need to protect that smile. She can never discover such things. And that mask, yeah, it's the similar hat. I'm gonna go burn all those real quick. Just stay there. Wow, you are you are 3 feet away from me, man. Well, then who did? Somebody obviously okayed it. Bootlegged. Ouch. Takoyaki is supposed to be delicious. That just looked painful. I would like to buy all of them, please. Well, maybe you shouldn't be selling them. Maybe that's karma for selling something that you shouldn't be selling. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't buy any of those either. There you go. That poor man. Ugh. Could you take care of this for me? Thanks. I had to deal with something hard to explain. So we're gonna find more stuff. Yep, we found more stuff. I mean, buying all of them probably is a pretty temporary solution, because if they sell well, he'll want to sell more of them. So... Oh god, who would want this stuff? Exactly. It's just not a good solution. Being a secret mangaka is suffering. Another Hime drill? I almost said Hime. This is what we train for, guys. Camouflage. He puts on, what, a lab coat? Oh. Is that a crime? I mean, it's not that far off. But it's just a normal work environment, guys. Calm down. I mean, you might find some weird stuff. That does look really damn suspicious, actually. No, don't do that. You don't know what you might find. Yeah, this is just getting out of hand very quickly. Always gotta be careful with your Google search history. Come down to revealing that. What do you think you know about manga? You filthy normies. It's the hat, you misunderstand. Yeah, does it not go without saying? Did you not see all the masks around town? Oh man. Well, the swords were not as good as not as bad as a gun. That's like the worst excuse so far. This does look pretty bad no matter how you try to describe it. Yeah, that's what I said at first. The man trying to keep us down. Haven't done anything wrong, though. It just looks really bad. Well, we probably have manga, manuscripts. Yeah. What more proof do you need? So it's all cleared up now. Can we get back to work? Well, at least we didn't get arrested, you know. Probably really reduced our confidence in having a praiseworthy job, but... Makes sense. Kind of reminds me of a Violet Evergarden thing. Well... yeah, that'd be impressive, though. Oh god, that's cute. You don't need those either. You're fine. Well, he's gotta match those expectations. But yeah, just obviously the mothers sewed that stuff. My assumption, at least. Good thing she's holding down that skirt. Because with a wind like that, you would see everything. That would just be horrible. What the heck is that shirt? Oh my god, what is that shirt? That shirt is amazing. Tacky, but amazing. We did kind of talk about that this episode. Averting your eyes from reality. Yeah, 18 years. $17, $18, $19, $20. Wonder what is in those boxes. Well, damn. It is a pretty funny anime, but there's definitely more to it than that. Good episode, though, for sure. I was right. Did it go to the beach in the show? I mean, there really wasn't much beach stuff, really, but they were there. Like, there was no, like, swimsuit shenanigans at all. Which I guess makes sense, you know, it was a younger group field trip, you know. And even the adults, they were stuck inside the whole time. So, I mean, we did get to see one of them in a swimsuit, I suppose. So that's good. That Dogi, he always just leaves me. If you say so. Okay, that was the second episode of Kakushigoto. And this episode, we continue the show. Yeah, probably goes without saying, though. So one of the big themes of this episode, for sure, was the whole idea of averting your eyes from reality, escaping reality. Because it was initially done in a pretty comical way. You know, they have a deadline, manga, supposed to be doing that. They're making gyoza instead because whenever you have something you gotta do that you don't really want to do, you know, the pressure's starting to get to you or whatever, you just do something else. And not like a completely recreational thing, because then you might feel guilty. Might feel like you're avoiding something. But if you do something that does kind of need to get done or is productive in some way, you can do so and not feel as guilty. So, yeah, pretty smart play. And it was taken comically there, but there definitely were elements of it where it was much more serious in regards to the daughter, specifically. You know, not only kind of not thinking too much about the whole job thing, but also the mother, which seems to be something that she's kind of blocking out of her mind, it kind of seems like. Which, yeah, that's definitely one of the sadder parts of the show, for sure. The mother that's clearly no longer in their lives. And I imagine we're just going to get more and more sad about that going forward. So, yeah, not really much more to say about that, though. Our father here does seem to be the worrying type, because after she told him she was going on a field trip that he somehow forgot about, he decided to basically follow after them to watch over her and kind of help, I guess, as best he can, you know, putting ingredients in the curry and all that, which did not actually help, it seems like. People did not seem to appreciate those efforts at all. And the teacher, whatever she was, you know, she kind of misunderstood a little bit. I mean, the first misunderstanding was that he was just a suspicious person. The second misunderstanding was that he was calling her Kyuu, which he was not really. I don't know. So, good thing she has a weapon, though, so she can just, like, trap people. Wonder if it would work on a bear if a bear came back to try to eat them. Probably not, but maybe. So, I mean, field trip looked fairly fun, I suppose, until the rain kind of ruined it all. And yeah, the one girl, I don't know a lot of the character names yet, but the one girl did look fantastic in a swimsuit. And they did draw manga, even though it was supposed to be kind of a no manga trip, supposed to be kind of forgetting about it. When you're indoors and it's raining, there's no video games, there's no real nothing to do, so you do that. If you're an artist, that's something you can do. So it was a little bit creepy, just the whole weird giggling and laying down all together. Very unsettling, but work was sort of being done there, so it's all good. And then this scene was probably this was probably the funniest part in the whole episode, when we were doing our anti-Hime drill. Because, yeah, we see them sitting there working. We've seen shots of that a lot in the episode. Then the drill goes off, and I wasn't quite sure what was happening here. And then she's like, she's here, hide the manuscript. My first thought was like, what, is like a manager or something kind of position coming up to see how things are going? And we want to hide from them how not good things are going? That was my first thought. And then we saw a tie being drawn on, and my confusion just expanded from there. But, and then we see this. We see What's-Her-Face walk in wearing a Hime mask. And I, like, half figured out what was going on immediately. It was weird, though, because she actually looks a little bit like Hime, honestly. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. But, yeah, after a few seconds, it completely dawned on me what was happening. It was pretty funny, she just running around wearing the mask. It wasn't even properly over her face either. Like, you still see her mouth, which, again, was kind of similar to the mouth on the mask. She could be Hime's mother, honestly. I'm sure she's not, but she looks enough like her, seriously. And she does have a pretty important voice actress, so, you know, there could be a plot twist in regards to her character, maybe some relation, but probably not, but that's a funny thing to think about. But just the fact that he has these anti-He-Man measures and is funny, but it became twice as funny when we had the silly mask wearing, running around, being silly. That was a really funny scene. I liked that a lot, honestly. Not much to say about it really beyond that, but it was quite funny. And then him just not approving of the mask at all because it doesn't truly capture Hime's cuteness, which it really never had a chance to. It just didn't. We had a festival, which was a lot of fun. The gag here was that there were like bootleg products of his work that were not even all that popular. They didn't sell very well, but just the mere existence of them were a problem that had to be dealt with, and he couldn't just like burn down the stand or anything. So the only thing he could really do was buy them. But like we got into later in the scene, that just makes them seem more popular and will make them want to sell more of them. So you get, it's such a temporary solution that does not help anything in the long run. So yeah, that was a pretty bad position he got himself into there. It does take some suspension of disbelief though, because if it's unpopular, there wouldn't be that many different products being sold in the same spot. But, you know, it is what it is. So this part here was probably the second funniest thing in the episode, when the police raided the place. Just very suspicious of it. Because they look at the place, they see a bunch of food being brought into there, this dark area, think it's some kind of secret hideout for an antisocial cult, which is not that far off, really. And they do acknowledge that at some point. They just go in there and see all these bags of white powder and stuff. It just looks so damn suspicious. You know, I can't really blame them for getting the wrong idea. So, and also the search history there, which, yeah, just a bit of a suspicious organization we have going on here, but luckily we were able to explain it in the end, so nobody got arrested. It was a bit of a close call, especially when they found the women's tights, and just... It was a rough situation all around. So that was a lot of fun. And then we saw the boxes. Boxes in the closet with all the years on them. So, yeah, when I first saw this, person that came to mind was definitely, you know, Violet Evergarden with the letters. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. And these are boxes that were each have stuff made by the mother who's no longer around. For Hime. Stop calling her Hina, please. For Hime. And she would open each box, like, each year of her life, I guess, is how it's supposed to work. That's just an assumption, but that's the only thing I can think of. Just incredibly sad regardless. And then we have the shirts. Well, before that, we had him working on sewing, which was also pretty nice. You know, this is a good daddy. So yeah, here, look at this frickin' shirt. It's at like 21 minutes, 10 seconds into the episode. It's like a mouth on the chest with a tongue sticking out. That may be the most attention-grabbing shirt I've seen in a long time in anime. Just, I don't know. I don't have much to say about it, just, it really just grabbed my attention. That really left an impression on me. I kind of want that shirt now. So... yeah, I think that's all I really got to say on the episode. Just, yeah, a lot of comedy, but some of the serious stuff in regards to Hime and things that she deliberately made sure not to pay attention to and eventually really realized it and stuff like that. So, yeah, this is a pretty good show. Hime continues to be incredibly adorable. You know, Kakushigoto continues to be top-tier father / mangaka / everything else. You know. And just all the random crap that the mangaka buy, apparently, including drones, which probably have no real purpose. I guess you could use them for, like, scenery shots to use as reference, but aside from that, it's just probably not worth it. So, yeah, I quite enjoyed the episode, so looking forward to more. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.